Cooking with Gloria. I'm Gloria, and today I am preparing for you Mexican chorizo from scratch, so you could prepare it at home. I am ready to show you the ingredients, but first things first. My apron is on, my hands are clean, and I am ready to show you my ingredients. My ingredients: I have garlic cloves, marjoram, cinnamon, chicken bouillon, paprika, allspice, bay leaf, black pepper, and cumin. On this side I have guajillo chilies and pasilla chili, vinegar, and of course the star is the ground beef. Let's prepare this Mexican chorizo at home. I know that you and your family will love it. So let's get started. Okay, my friends, the first step is with my chiles. I want to get one by one, take the stem off. I'm going to just cut it through the middle with my fingers, opening slowly. And now I am ready to take all the seeds completely out. Look at this. We need to make sure that we take all the seeds out because we don't want any seeds in our mixture of the sauce. Here I have my pasilla chile. The pasilla chile always is a little more moist from the center, and the seeds almost all the time are sticking very hard on the wall. So we just need to go one by one, opening everything, taking all the seed out. If you don't want your chorizo to come a little bit spicy, sometimes you just need to remove the veins of this chili. Look at this. Nice and clean. Now I'm going to continue with the rest. I'm going to cut the other chilies the same way. Now here I am going to rinse one by one, making sure that we take the dust off each chile. We're going to clean it, run it through warm tap water, and just rinse one by one, making sure that everything is nice and rinsed. Okay, let's go to the table. Let's start preparing these chilies to get them nice and moist and hydrated. Here I have a nice plate. I am going to add my chiles, and I am going to add hot water. We don't want to boil the chiles in water. We just want to add hot water. Leave it resting for about 5 to 6 minutes so they get rehydrated. Okay, 7 minutes have passed and I have my cup of my blender. I'm going to start adding my chiles. The water, the liquids, don't throw it away just in case you need to add maybe just a little bit of that water. Right here, I'm going to start adding all my spices one by one, making sure that we add everything here. This is the part where we're going to blend everything together and all those flavors are going to mingle together. I am adding chicken bouillon, but if you don't want to add chicken bouillon, you could substitute it with just salt, cinnamon, and here the spices are all in. I am going to add the vinegar. The vinegar, I'm only adding half a cup. That's why I said reserve the other liquids just in case you need them. As you could see, it doesn't have too much liquid. We are going to blend for about 6 to 7 minutes just to make sure that everything is nice and blended. We don't want any chunks of chilies in there. So my blender takes about 7 minutes for it to blend completely. Here, I'm going to show you how this looks. It's nice and thick. What I'm going to do now, I'm going to add it to my ground beef. Okay, I want to show you this step because this is a very important step. The mixture is nice and thick, and what I'm going to do is just incorporate it to the ground beef. I'm going to be incorporating it for about 5 to 7 minutes. We want to make sure that everything is nice and incorporated. I'm going to show you how this looks. Look at this. The liquids are not runny. They're nice and thick, and this is the way it should be, because if the liquids are too runny, well, then they're not going to stick into the ground beef. Now, look at this. It's not dripping. This is the part I like to show you where the liquid is not dripping. Look, it's all that chili is nice on the ground beef. Now here I am ready to start making my little rolls of chorizo. And I'm putting a little bit of plastic wrap on the bottom, and I'm going to spoon in the chorizo. You could make it as thick or as big or as long as you like. I like to put just a little bit, as you could see, so every time I'm going to make chorizo, I just take one of these little rolls out and I'm ready to cook. Right now, what I'm doing is just pressing down, making sure that I'm taking out the air of that chorizo, and then I'm twisting from one side and then twisting from the other side. Look at this. It looks nice and neat, and it's ready to be put in the refrigerator or the freezer. I want to make one more so you could see how exactly I do it. You add a little bit at a time, depending how big you want your little rolls. But just remember to take the air out. We want to take all that air out, and then we're just going to roll it slowly. I know that it takes time, my friends, but you know something? This is perfect when you just want to take a little bit out and cook a little bit for yourself and your family. And this is done. I'm going to continue with the rest, making more, and then I'll see you back. Done with this recipe with homemade chorizo. This time I'm using ground beef, and you decide the ground beef, if you want it fatty, if you want it lean, you decide. For me at home, I like to just do ground beef but lean, so I could add the oil when I'm cooking, and I know what I'm offering my family. This is the way I prepare it here at home, and I like to do it this way because I could put it in the freezer, it'll last up to a month, but here at home, it won't last up to a month. But I put it in the freezer, it lasts about 1 month frozen. And if you put it on just regular fridge, it's going to last 2 weeks. I usually just put it in a glass container, a tight glass container, so this will not pull the other odors, odors of the onion, of the garlic, of the other food I have in the refrigerator. So this is what I do, and I wanted to show you this step because this is a very important step. As you could see, The chorizo is not runny. The liquids are not runny, are very stable. And I like it to do it this way because they will penetrate in the meat completely, and it will soften the meat, and the meat will absorb all those flavors that we added to it. So this is my final product. I hope that you could prepare it at home. And I know that once you do it, you're gonna continue doing it, and you're gonna do your homemade chorizo at home, Mexican style. This is the part I really like, sharing with you my recipes. If you liked and loved my recipe, please don't forget to subscribe, give me thumbs up, share my video on social media so more people get to know Cooking with Gloria. Don't forget to push the notification bell so every time I make a new recipe, yes, my friends, you are notified. I'm going to let this rest at least 2 days before I can make a dish, but I promise that I will make something delicious with this Mexican chorizo made at home. Before I say I see you soon, I wish you nothing but the best. Peace and love. And I will stay, of course, fixing this chorizo for 2 days go by so I can make this delicious recipe. Bye-bye.